Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Constantly Calibrating. I am your host this week, Brad, and I have just one with me. It's Justin.
Hey. It's just me.
So, we're at very low two-person strength this week, and we don't have a lot on our topic list. Josh is still on his way back from Dibney World, and Thad has mic tech issues, and Ryan's still in recovery, so... we're going to go through this, and we're going to give you a show, because that's what we do. So, how was your Thanksgiving? Did you have a good time?
I did. I went to my parents, had some food, saw my puppy.
Saw your puppy. I miss your puppy.
Oh, well, I don't know which puppy you've seen. You haven't seen a new one.
There's a new one.
The other ones you met are probably dead.
Wow. You had a little wiener dog.
Oh, no, she's still good. That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I do still have her. She's awesome. She's happy.
Good.
She likes me when I come in the door. Then we came back here. I actually had another one. With the roommate and his family and stuff, and a couple friends here. So it was nice.
Oh, magical apartment Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. At least you got the room to do it.
I might need to put that in a class because this sub company does not sponsor us.
That's fair. Mine was pretty good too. We went to her dad's side of the family and did the helicopters and the four-wheelers and the airplanes.
Wait, the helicopters?
Have you not heard about this side of the family?
No.
Okay, so Laura's side of the family, her dad's side, we go to her aunt's house. And her aunt lives in like a rural airport, basically. Or on a rural airport, on an airstrip, basically. Okay. They have a giant airplane hangar with a plane, a helicopter, their trucks, dudes, her uncle's shop tools and stuff, and four-wheelers, and a motorized golf cart.
Man, I want to go.
That's Thanksgiving.
I like that you put in the motorized golf cart with everything else.
Well, that's safer for the little kids.
Okay.
My kid was driving around in the field because it's a big flat field, and it's strong enough to make it through the grass without bogging down. Do a giveaway. I don't have any giveaways to do right now, Big Boss.
If we had that, Josh would have claimed it.
Yeah. But
to be clear, he said a life-size Normandy's chip or actual Normandy's chip. Yeah. That would have claimed.
We did. We do this every year. It's lots of fun. It lasts pretty much all day until you feel like leaving, and if you don't feel like leaving, you can camp out in the living room or whatever. It's fun.
Yeah, I still feel disgusting from it.
We've been doing this for years, man.
Yeah, it's true. I did like one family that I used to know that I don't see anymore. I like their method of Thanksgiving. It's like pretty much like food's ready at some point, but it's just left out. You pretty much just graze throughout the day.
Mm-hmm. We do that too, and we have barbecue.
That's good.
There's still turkey, but there's barbecue, and it's good food.
I saw Greg Miller's tweet. It's like, is macaroni and cheese a part of your Thanksgiving meal? At first, I was like, no, but it should be. But you didn't have that option. After that, we actually had macaroni and cheese here that the roommate made, and it was freaking awesome.
I have macaroni and cheese at pretty much any family gathering that's more than just my parents.
That has to be like required.
It's always been there. That and some kind of bread or rolls. It's there. So we're here to talk about geeky stuff. And first thing that I noticed this week when I got back from our trip, No Man's Sky is stopped their term of silence.
Yeah, they have. They finally speak. They're still alive.
They're alive, and they're giving an update out, which essentially makes No Man's Sky from what I understand, a pretty version of Minecraft now.
Essentially, yeah. Like, it was a pretty beefy update.
And I may go back and look at it again. I need to see if the version that I have installed is updatable. Because I got it from GOG.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll leave it at that. But the thing I really wanted to discuss, and I hate that we don't have more people, so I'm probably going to bring this up again next week.
Okay.
Is when a game fails or fails to impress in the age of constant updates and updates further down the line, patches and whatnot. When is it okay for us to say, okay, maybe you deserve a second chance, even if they screwed us over with their initial promises and what they presented? Like, at what point is that okay for us as a consumer to say, well, okay, maybe you deserve another look at it then, since you've delivered something else or added to it?
Are we specifically talking about Nintendo?
No, I'm specifically talking about No Man's Sky.
That's all. Yes, from the eye of the beholder there. I mean, it depends how much you believe in the product. Like, for me, No Man's Sky, when I purchased it, I know what I was getting into, and I was fine with that. And I still think, as far as a procedurally generated game on that scale, it is still an amazing feat. That said, there are a lot of things Sean Murray said were supposed to be in the game that were just nowhere to be found. And no explanation, and the whole going dark after the game release was weird. He definitely should have got out ahead of all that. Probably say something about why things are the way they are, but no, just silence. I mean, a few days, well, probably like a week or so after, like, we're still trying to promote the game, but not well, because they're developers, not PR people.
Right.
And then after all the flack, it's just. But that being said, again, all up to you. Like, I'm really excited to see what they could create next, and that's why I kind of like wanted to go into No Man's Sky. Hopefully, it corrects something after this. But just, I also want to see what No Man's Sky can become, and I know like the game was a foundation for hopefully a lot of cool ideas, and they actually kind of brought them out with this new patch.
Right. I'll run down what we've got going on here. They added 3 new game modes: normal, which is what you're used to. There's creative, which lets you build bases, which you can do now, and survival, which increases challenge and tests your endurance.
No, that's I never seen a game with those 3 modes when you start off.
No, not at all. That's not that's Minecraft shit.
Yeah, that's direct from Minecraft.
So you can build bases, which are used for shelter, storage, and alien tech research. You can farm crops, plants, and resources. You can add save points wherever you want. That's kind of cool. Yeah, like
any space station you go to, this kind of sucks, but kind of not. You can find these anywhere. Like where the suit upgrades used to be after you get in the like Atlas 1 door. That's where the portal is to go back to a base if you have one.
Huh.
So in every space station you can get back to your home base.
Well, that's finally good. Let's see here. Messages can be left for other explorers at communication terminals. That's bad because there's going to be nothing but ASCII dicks everywhere.
Yeah, that depends. I can't see them monitoring that. Unless they had the player. Well, I don't know. If they had the player base they did like a month after launch, it won't be that bad.
That might be true. No. Freighters can be bought and manned by aliens for added storage, and overall storage capacity has been increased. That's good. Storage was very limited.
No, that part grabbed me because you can have a freighter around, like land in it, take off in it, like you're just a huge, big capital ship. I love it.
Okay, I might need to look at this again.
Watch the video if you haven't. It actually like shows what everything is. It shows the building in depth. It's kind of cool. Like you can make gardens. You can have just whole lot of things. I lost what I was about to say, but and that's something else they added too. I did play a little bit. Actually, I was playing No Man's Sky because I was like, let me log in real quick, and I forgot. Oh yeah, big update. When you go to space stations, they're a little more populated. By a little more populated, I mean instead of 1 alien, you might see 4.
Well, that's better.
It's better, and usually one of those is one you can hire to go to your base.
That's about what you got in Mass Effect. There was like 4 aliens on every planet that didn't want to shoot at you.
Yes. Oh, true. You're talking about the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially that. And you'll see more at the trading post as well. Except, like, if you're not familiar with what trading posts are in game, like in the planets, it's like a platform with a bunch of landing pads and some seats there. The odd part is like they'll have like their NPC characters in a seat, but it's not going to be in the seats that are like on the trade terminal. It's still their own random chair they just generate out of nowhere. Like, that doesn't look right.
Can you kill the aliens? I would assume you could.
I never tried.
Big Boss wants to be able to enslave an entire planet in No Man's Sky.
That's Big Boss. I mean, Big Boss has plans. You can't question him. He needs a new Zanzibar land.
Oh, man. So there's a streamlined quick menu to make looking through inventory easier. That sounds nice. I was not a fan of the user interface.
I don't know. I can't speak to what it's like on consoles, but pretty much now when you hit like the D-pad down if you're playing with a controller, like it's kind of a scroll that pops up and you can pick to go to Galaxy Map or an item or several other things.
Yeah, and it looks like PS4 has a photo mode and PC gets bug fixes and visual improvements. So
yay, bug fixes.
Bug fixes are necessary. So this is all called the Foundation update, and it's the first of many free updates. So is that are they gonna not do the paid updates like they were touting now? Because
I think they have to buy some good faith back.
Oh, definitely they need to. But
so until they get that player base back, I can't see where it'd be a wise move to do a paid update.
No, I mean it looks like Fallout in space. Honestly,
it kind of feels like Fallout in space. I guess it really depends how you play. It depends what you get out of it. I mean, it's worth going back and check it out. I still think No Man's Sky is a cool experience. But this update also came at a bad time.
Yeah, I mean, it's dead in the middle of, I guess, the AAA, whatever you want to call it, the AAA run of 2016.
Oh, yeah.
All of our shooters are out. We had our handheld last week. We've got our RPG tomorrow. And there's even smaller stuff like Dead Rising is coming out in a couple weeks. So,
but and Reaper's here like No Man's Sky and more like no content Sky. We're talking about the new content, Reaper.
We're talking. There's new content. That's what we're going on about, man.
If you showed up earlier,
we're like, wait, what? There's content for this game? Really?
Yeah, but it is again meaty, very meaty update they just put out.
If I like it, I could see it replacing. Well, let me say, if it's as good as I think it sounds, I could see it replacing Minecraft for a certain subset of Minecraft players who prefer visual fidelity over creation.
I don't think it's ever going to be there. I mean, visual fidelity, yes, but I see what you're saying. But I think most of the Minecraft crowd is more for the creation and visual. I mean, it's proven. I mean, visual fidelity doesn't matter in that game, and they're just hooked to it.
No, it really doesn't.
I haven't tried survival mode, so I don't know if that has a big as a hook as Minecraft's did. But I don't know. Like playing it back is still No Man's Sky. I can't see this overtaking any other game like it. Like, I'd still prefer to go play at this moment Subnautica or something like that, which is pretty much No Man's Sky in the water, or No Man's Sky is that in space, whatever you want to call it as. But they're all base building, kind of following Minecraft type games.
Yeah, and you still got stuff like Terraria and Starbound, which are just 2D pixel versions of the same stuff. Essentially,
yeah. So, like, it came out at a wrong time, and I honestly don't know when I'm going to get back in the mood to play this. Maybe.
I mean, I'm kind of in the mood, but, like, I want to finish Pokemon, and I really, really want to play Final Fantasy tomorrow, so...
Yeah. Or maybe it is a good time, because, like, every freaking space movie is coming out right now, too, and it's going to be topped off with Star Wars. Who knows?
That's true. Oh, wow. We need to talk about Star Wars soon, and I need to buy tickets.
I also need to buy tickets. Wait, they're still not on sale, are they?
They should be on sale. Josh bought tickets.
Oh, then I guess they're on sale. Okay. This is what happens when you work like a full-time job and you come do this.
I agree, Reaper. They should have held back for this. With the hype train that they had, if this had been in there at launch, they would be soaring right now.
They would. Well, honestly, I don't think...
They would. People would have forgiven the lack of multiplayer if this creation mode had been there.
No, because you said something was there and it clearly wasn't. And I love it. Everybody's like, man, wait, hold on. Did he actually say that? I mean, he didn't say there's multiplayer. There goes back. It's like, there's multiplayer in the game. In an old video, I'm like, ugh. It's
they still would have gotten flagged. I'm not saying that there wouldn't have been any blowback, but
well, that's the thing.
I don't think it would have been near as bad.
this coming out away from the blowback might help more than it being out when the initial game came out.
True, because it gives them something to step back up with. Interesting. Osiris New Dawn. I don't know anything about Osiris New Dawn, Reaper. I'll have to look at that. I don't know. I think if the company is the developer, if they're truly trying to fix the problems and they provide content to back up that, I say, yeah, give them another look, give them a second chance.
Yeah, there's still some weird options they don't have, which you expect a game like this to have. Like, one, you still can't turn off the HUD. You can't edit the HUD whatsoever. And I'm strictly speaking for console. Of course, you always can on PC. There's a plethora of mods out for it.
Right.
You still can't shut off your stupid AI thing. Except I think actually in the patch notes they calmed it down a little bit, but it's still loud and annoying. So it's just like the simple tweaks that you expect in any game. They're still not there.
Right. So I don't know. We'll keep an eye on this, and we'll come back to it. We might even touch on that next week. If Josh or Ryan or Thad has anything to say on it. Yeah,
I would say like, oh man, it's like, oh, I'll come back with that for some more gameplay. But who am I kidding?
I'm gonna be up to my eyeballs in Final Fantasy over the next week.
That is right. Hey, jeez, I mean, just say it with me. Final Fantasy 15 comes out tonight.
In 2 hours and 20 minutes.
I still don't believe it.
10 years. And I want to hit that really, like, that's our next topic. But did you end up getting anything for Black Friday or Cyber Monday?
I did buy the Logitech like C922,
right,
and
the camera.
Which, it's not a big step up from C920. I may return it still, because I still have that one as well. I mean, some cool things it does, especially if you, except it's finicky technology. But, if you want to, like, take out the background, it actually does it without a chroma screen. But it's not great.
No, it doesn't work too good.
No, the first time I did it, like, it took out my arms, and I just had nubs. There's a video like it took out the guy's headphones. It looked like he just had a big dent in his head.
I thought the
is,
930 was supposed to do that.
930 probably does it too. Because it problem is like this uses software, and everybody's saying like technology like this, it needs to be a hardware solution, which I think Razer is developing one that is supposed to do the same thing, but it's done through their hardware and not through a program.
The Starlight does it, and I thought the Starlight was out already.
Maybe.
Again, now I'm interested in it.
Full-time job, not up to date on everything it should be.
Right.
But it's not a huge step up. The other things are supposed to be like in, I believe, 720. It could do 60 frames per second.
That's good.
That's about it. A little bit better light balancing, but as far as that, like, it's, if you're looking for like a major upgrade from the C920, it's not that. It's just a small step.
Yeah. I don't know if I could justify it for $50.
It does come with a cool little desk stand, though.
Oh, that's fun. See, I need that.
Yeah, I did too. That's why I was like, ooh, that's why I might keep it.
Oh, that's very tempting, actually. Okay.
Oh, yeah, and the reason why I bought it, because it was half off at Best Buy, so.
So.
There's things I am looking at. I mean, I think there's games I bought. I don't remember what. Oh, a lot of stuff on the PlayStation Network. They had like crazy sales with like stuff like Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition, Mad Max, Star Wars Battlefront Deluxe Edition. All that was like under $10 each. Some were like $7. So just awesome deals like that. And right now I am still browsing because I'm going to get PS4 Pro. I'm pretty sure. I was actually browsing for a 4K monitor, so I could kind of get my money's worth out of it. Mainly getting it for VR. Of course, I should get a TV, but with how we're just our apartment set up and how I record stuff, it's all on my computer, so TV's not as practical as I would like, even though I see an awesome TV that I want, and I pass by it, and I'm like, ooh, I'm like, I better not. So I'm looking for that right now, and there's a few other things. Just computer equipment, new hard drive for the PS Pro, because I'm going to put it to a 2 terabyte. And,
I'm conflicted on the monitors.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm like, what's going to look better? 4K at 60 or 1080 or 2K at 120, 144.
And you talk about like frames per second, or
yeah, your refresh rate.
Oh yeah, refresh rate. Yeah, that's the big thing. Because you're right. 4K
can't do past 60. There's no way.
No, there's not a 4K monitor out there that does past 60. At least not at this time. That is the real thing I'm fighting right now. Like, I'm looking at a ton of things. Except I'm probably going to go 4K just so I can get full use out of PS4 Pro. But I was looking at some other monitors, more 2K monitors, G-Sync, all that greatness in it.
Right.
But I'm thinking about just getting one because I eventually want another monitor that I could turn sideways. So even if I end up using this for something else, I do get like the ones I'm looking at. Like I can rotate, turn around, all that crap. The monitors I got now, they're very cheap. Well, not very cheap, but they're cheaper of the Asus models, and static can't really do much with them.
Yeah. I like my HPs, but I really want something. I want a main screen that's bigger and maybe higher resolution and definitely higher frame rate.
And that's what I look at it too, because like my roommate got a very awesome, clear looking monitor. Except like every time I look back, it's like, man, my games could look better. And the one I'm looking at now is like a 27-inch 4K monitor, not badly priced. Except I'm looking at different models. I don't know which one to get yet, because I'm still researching everything to figure out what's the best deal, I guess.
Yeah, I want an IPS. I've decided that much.
I'm thinking about IPS right now, but IPS, you kind of give away response time. Oh, there's the whole thing, man.
Yeah, it depends on who it's from.
This is like an RPG where you got skill points. You got to take one away, put it somewhere else.
It's one of those things. That's the problem with cutting edge tech is you have to sacrifice something to get something else.
You can't have it all.
Not yet, anyway.
Well, you can have it all, but you have to pay through the nose to get it. When you're going budget shopping, you can't have it all. You get one or the other.
Yeah. So, as far as me, I don't think I got anything. I think I actually stayed pretty strong. I mean, we bought some stuff for the kids, more Christmas stuff, but I looked really hard at the video card. Really hard.
Computer equipment. This is a good time to get computer equipment. Like, I'm looking at another capture card because my Elgato has seen some better days. And as iReaper can stay, like, it's at the point now I have to fight for that thing every time I do a console stream, and they usually go late because everything works when I test it, and then I hit play, and something crashes, and then I have to, like, redo everything. And I get one thing to work, and something else breaks. I get that to work, and something else breaks. So that's probably not going to solve my problems, but at least help a little bit. Also, I want to cut down on the delay time from when I do console streams, because I got the original Elgato right now, which I plan to keep, because I actually might do like Dreamcast streaming or something with older consoles, and that one does still have the AV plugins.
Yep.
But like the newer ones, or at least the HDS and the internal ones, like they're supposed to be like cutting down the delay time dramatically, like almost as far as I read, it's supposed to be pretty close to active. Because like when I stream, I have to bump my video back and bump my audio back a second to match what's happening on screen.
Huh. I've never had to mess with that.
It's only when I stream console through the Elgato. Because it's going from my PS or Xbox One where I'm playing to the Elgato. Of course, that goes to monitor, but that part doesn't matter. And then, like, from the Elgato, it goes to the PC, and then loads up to OBS through there. So all that, there's like pretty much near exact 1 second delay.
So many things. So I'm not gonna keep us digging into tech talk for the whole night.
Nothing's wrong with tech talk. Some people like tech talk.
No, some people do. Dude, I will sit here and talk, monitors and video cards and shit all night, but we are about everything. So let's talk about a game 10 years in the making. Final Fantasy 13 Versus
was announced like
what
right
is
when
what is now known as Final Fantasy 15 is coming out in a mere 2 hours and 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Some people already have it, but I understand that you shouldn't play it because there's like a 7 gig day one patch that'll nullify your saves. So
joke's on you.
Yeah, I am so excited. I have not read spoilers. I've only played the 2 demos that came out.
Mm-hmm.
I did get my Carbuncle, which is all I really cared about.
I meant to name him, rename him, but it's still Carbuncle.
I see. I don't care about naming him anything other than Carbuncle. I have to be careful with what I name stuff.
Yeah, but like Carbuncle. Do you know what a Carbuncle is?
It's technically in one of the little mollusky type things on the bottom of a ship.
No, you're thinking about something else. No, let's see. There's two definitions. This one's the better one. This is just looking it up in Google. I know what you're thinking of. God, now I can't even think what it is at the bottom. Barnacles. You're thinking about barnacles.
Barnacles. Okay. Barnacles.
Anyways, definition.
Similar-ish.
A bright red gem, in particular, a garnet cut in carbochrome. I can't pronounce. Anyways, but this is the one that disturbs me. A severe abscess or multiple boils in the skin, typically infected with big medical word bacteria. So,
wow. I prefer the fuzzy little cute fox.
Or bright red gem. That's good too. That's a weird thing.
He has a gem.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's named after. But it shares a name with a funky fungus too. So, yeah, Carbuncle.
So Bro Trip Simulator 16, 2016.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited. I don't know what to expect. I mean, I did get the deluxe edition, so I guess I'll watch Kingsglaive first, because I think you're supposed to.
Already seen it.
You've already seen it?
Yeah.
What did you think?
As far as Final Fantasy movies go, decent. Made more sense than not Crisis Core, Advent Children. Then everything makes more sense than Advent Children.
Yeah.
I'm not discounting the other movie with freaking Steve Buscemi and all that fun stuff in it too. Spirits Within. I actually like that movie. Like, people say it's not really Final Fantasy, but when you go over the whole thing, yes, it's a Final Fantasy movie. You had a cast of characters that slowly trickled in. You had a big bad enemy that was a person, and then turned out to be something bigger, and then you end up saving the world by some planetary life force. Is that not Final Fantasy?
It is Final Fantasy. It's just, it wasn't what we were used to. It was more Matrix than Final Fantasy. I need to go back and watch it again.
Fun fact, they did an animation in Animatrix with the same characters. It is the same models.
Wow. So, I don't know. I'm kind of I'm shocked at the lack of female characters that we've seen thus far that are going to be in this one. Mm-hmm. But hence why we're calling it Bro Trip Simulator.
It is. Wait, but let's talk about this delay. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they say delay was because they need to fix bugs and a whole bunch of stuff, and they want all that ready to go on the disc?
I'm not familiar with any of the news. I've really tried hard to avoid anything on it.
This is the reason why it was pushed back to the 29th. At least that's what they said.
And I'm okay with an extra 2-month delay. If you got to do bug fixes and stuff, that's fine.
Yeah, but let's get back to this again. They said they wanted all the content ready to go day one, and we're getting a huge day one patch.
Well, I mean,
reason why they delayed it was a BS reason. Some truth was there, but it wasn't because they wanted everything on the disc. There were big problems with the game. And I kind of saw some of those when I played it at PAX. I don't know why they just come out and said, just bugs, fixes, and all that. Like, they didn't have to throw in, we want that all to go day one. We know that's a lie. That's a slap in the face, because you know there's going to be a day one patch.
There's always a day one patch. Yeah. For something this big. It's going to happen. There's going to be something that slipped through the coding. They're going to find it after they've gone gold, and they have to do it.
I don't think this was after they gone gold. I think this is when Anyways, but, long story short, I am excited too. Even though I ran into a lot of issues while I played it at PAX, I was still having a great time, and I wanted to play more of it.
Yep, I'm very curious to see, just how this plays out. I don't remember the last time I had a party of characters I was super interested in and wanted to see what was going on with them. Because you can see just from the previews, these characters are alive. They have interaction with each other, and yet I don't feel like I've seen that probably since 10. Like 12 kind of had it, but 12 kind of had bad acting. Not terrible, but it wasn't on par with 10. And,
no, that laugh.
Oh, leave the laugh alone. The laugh was canned laugh.
It was. It's getting better though, and it's been getting better each game.
13 had it, but I didn't care about the characters. They seemed flat, traditional. Lightning seemed forced.
It's like playing it safe.
Yeah, it was the safe bet, and this is.
Except the gameplay, that was not a safe bet.
No, but like looking at this is the dude's game. This is the guy's game in the aftermath of like Gamergate and all this other shit. Where, and I don't mean to say shit in a derogatory way, just like that's me talking.
Yeah, even though and same thing, like me talking like all this about games, I still love them.
But like the game landscape of consumers has changed, and the perception of that has changed massively in the past 1.5, 2 years. To girls can be gamers too. Why can't they? Girls can be anything involved with the gaming industry, players, creators, whatever. And then we get from Square a game with, I've seen 2, maybe 3 ladies in it, and your main cast has none. That's not playing it safe, but it looks good.
True enough. But like as we're talking about like the cast of characters, how they interact is really interesting. Like as you're going place to place, they do have their conversations, either if you're driving or if you're just walking there. They try to do some mini, like, seamless cutscenes. Yeah. Of course, not all of them are. Some of them load in, and hopefully they fix the loading errors I saw when a cutscene, like, when I played at PAX, like, again, like, Noctis had to render the texture on his clothes twice in one cutscene, which is odd. And, again, I'm pretty sure that's fixed, and also, granted, running on a system that's been running probably 12, I don't know how many hours straight, for 3 days before I got onto it. So,
you wouldn't think that would take a toll on it. I mean, it should be made for.
It should. This also was a early build, as well, but it's still more of a complete build. Like the game was playable from beginning to end. It's just all the bugs and stuff is fixed. So hopefully all that graphical issues I saw are optimized. But so like the conversations are cool. Like how they interact is cool. They actually try to keep a story going no matter what you're doing. Like. Mm-hmm. They'll stop and talk at some point in the moment you feel like, man, something needs to happen, or while you're like running a long distance. So that part, yeah, can't wait. Like I really was enjoying it. It kind of reminded me of like it's not on par with, but kind of what they're going for, like the banter you get while playing like an Uncharted game.
Yeah, the concept of it reminds me of what Tales has been doing for years. When you're traversing the world map, you'll have voice acting and little faces, like anime style, pop up to show their emotions while you're just traveling from one point to another. And it's not really integral to the storyline, but it gives the characters some depth, some feeling that they actually interact other than just in cutscenes.
Yeah. Oh, and speak of that, there's some cool things to do too. It's like, of course, it's not that, but you'll actually see them kind of do some motions while they're running back and forth. Like you'll see Primo like turn around and run backwards a little bit while he's talking to Noctis, and kind of turn back and run back, or run forward and while you're like continuing moving. So stuff like that.
Now I'm even more excited about that.
Or I might be completely making that up, but it sounds familiar.
And, if it's not there, it's fine. If it is there, I'll be super happy because that's just like a very small detail that they didn't really have to do.
Yeah, which honestly, I think that's what just generation of gaming's about, the small details, because it's definitely not a leap. So, I appreciate that too. It really does kind of engross you more into the world.
Yeah, we're going to see more on that very, very soon. The last thing I really want to touch on with Final Fantasy was something I didn't expect. There's going to be an orange cream soda based on a location in the game from Jones Soda at Target starting tomorrow. And if you apparently can prove you bought the game, I guess with a Target receipt, you can get a free one. Otherwise, it's like $2.99.
It has to be a Target receipt?
I don't know. Like, if you prove you have the game, you get a free one, supposedly. It's Polygon. They probably worded it wrong. You probably get it free when you buy the game. I don't know.
So, like, I haven't looked into this yet. So it's, like, designed to look exactly like it does in the game?
I think so. Like, let me pull up the...
Yeah, like, if you don't want cream soda, that could be, like, cool collector's item?
Wiz's Chocobo post, and it's Wiz's Energizing Elixir. And it's got a Chocobo on the label. It's blue with a two-tone yellow and black Chocobo on the label with the orange little background around it. So it's based on an actual in-game thing. And we've seen this before because they teamed up with Bethesda last year to do Nuka-Cola.
I guess this is just a new thing now?
So I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's cool. I mean, it's not hurting anybody.
And it's in bottles, best I can tell, so it's more collectible than cans, because don't collect cans, they will eventually leak. I learned from experience.
Are you talking about those Pepsi and Mountain Dew Star Wars cans?
I know, just different game fuels I had over the year and things like that. They started leaking, and I had to get rid of all of them. It was bad.
Yeah, aluminum gets weak.
So, yeah, it looks good. I don't know about orange cream as a flavor. I don't know if I would like that or not. I don't.
Yeah, don't drink it.
I'm not a fan of creamsicles, but I'll eat one if I.
Push comes to shove, I'll have a creamsicle.
If I gotta eat it, I will. But whatever. So, I don't really have a lot more to talk about. You know, we're short staffed this week. We're short subject.
You're still excited about Final Fantasy. You said you're picking up tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm picking up tomorrow a little after 10.
Okay, so that means you're definitely doing a physical copy.
Yeah, I did the physical, collectors, I guess the deluxe edition.
Yeah, good luck if you got that. I mean, you have good luck if you got the collector's edition.
I really wanted it.
I do too.
I'll find the soundtrack somewhere.
True enough. I'm like right now fighting. Do I want a digitally or do I want a physical copy? Like really hard. I got multiple reasons why. I mean, one, cool. It'd be cool to have, like, it's Final Fantasy. It'd be cool to just have a physical copy laying around, even though a physical copy means nothing. Because the main reason why I started going digital over physical is because I thought it could save me some hard drive space, which it used to, but now games pretty much fully install on your system no matter what. I mean, the disc, if you have bad internet or download speeds, does help because it does get it from the disc, but it's still the full game install, which completely defeated my purpose for going physical. And the reason why I think it digital, one, just because it's easier. It's convenient. And the big thing is I am worried at some point it's not going to be available digital anymore because mainly licensed music probably. Because this actually happened with Crisis Core. You cannot get that digitally anymore. Oh, you couldn't get digitally in a long time, and I believe that was over a music they used in a game that was licensed.
Well, you know, as long as they went through Sony Music, I wouldn't think it would be an issue.
But, I mean, I don't know. I actually was like, who does the Stand By Me thing?
Well, it's, I think it's, Florence the Machine?
Actually, it doesn't. Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, even if they do it, I mean, if it's Sony, yeah, they can fight over that. It's Square, not like Square's not owning it,
right? And they didn't do it exclusive this time because you can get this on Xbox. But
yeah, and I'm saying
that just feels wrong.
Yeah, I'm saying just not look into the issue at all. I probably could find out real quick who produced the song or who owns the rights to it. But that is one thing I'm worried about the digital one because I do think consoles from here on out are going to be to that point where everything's backwards compatible if they're smart, especially because they're kind of doing the interim updates with consoles at the moment. So there'll be a point where maybe they phase out the Blu-ray player, or for your next iteration down the line, and maybe I could still play Final Fantasy 15 on a Sony console, but I can't if I can't have the digital copy, and that's the part I'm worried about because this is exactly what happened to me with Crisis Core, as I mentioned. because I was like, well, you know what? Let me pop it on the Vita. I kind of want to replay this. I went to look for it. It wasn't there. I looked for why, and that was the reason.
Huh. Well,
Funny part, that was the song, too.
You can still get the physical, you can still get the physical copy, though.
I owned used only. And I actually owned the physical copy, but I can't fit the physical copy on my Vita. I don't have a UMD slot. I mean, as much as Sony wanted UMDs to work, Sony, seriously, proprietary media, cut that out. It's not working.
Well, I think media, as far physical media, is on its way out. I don't, unless we see a move to SD style cards,
which I think we will, unless you're Sony, you do micro SD. That is the memory cards cost more than the Vita does. Still, or just about.
I mean, but physical solid state memory is getting cheaper and cheaper by the month at this point. So
it is. I
mean, could you imagine going and buying this, and that's your album?
I can imagine it, and I imagine now. Like, I'm still curious to see exactly what Switch does with that type of medium. We know it's going to be cartridge, but cartridge can mean many, many things. It can be an SD card. It can be essentially a USB stick, except I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a USB stick.
No.
So I'm really curious to see what they do and what they're doing, because I don't think it's going to be proprietary, because as far as like memory goes, and usually Nintendo doesn't go in proprietary stuff. At least they haven't in, I'm going to say since GameCube?
GameCube and everything prior was proprietary.
Yeah.
And so are the DS chips.
But GameCube can also make third-party stuff as well. So you can't quite do that with, like, Sony. There is no bootleg third-party micro SD card. There was no third-party UMD. So that's kind of what I mean by proprietary in a sense. Like, that is the only option, and they made it specifically for that device.
Yeah, they don't need to do that anymore at all. No one.
Yeah, Sony, please stop.
It increases prices.
No one wants to buy your stuff.
Exactly. No one wants to buy it at that point. So, yeah.
He got great hardware, so stop it.
All right.
Okay, that's all I got.
That's all you got. Well, I am ready to get out of here so I can go play some more Pokemon and go dream about chocobos and bro trips.
Good things to dream about.
Yep. So,
see, if I get it physical, I could trade in my extra move controllers. Because I have 2 sets of move controllers. I actually was one of those suckers that bought the move, and then I got the PSVR whole kit because it came with PSVR Worlds, and that's essentially a offset price, anyways.
Ask Walker. He'll tell you what to do.
I don't know what he'll tell me to do.
Don't buy that stupid game. Buy Call of Duty.
No. No, we finally sailed past that.
What will he tell you to do?
I'll go trade in and go buy the physical copy. It's cheaper. In the end. Which I probably need right now, because I also want to get Watch Dogs. Which is bad. Yeah. Why? I don't know why they decided to push... Well, I guess they said, oh man, it's coming off of PC. They're PC players. I could be playing Final Fantasy.
The deluxe edition does have a really pretty cover.
Not only that, I mean, also the PC edition does have those...
The PC? Well, there's no PC edition yet.
No, sorry, I'm talking about for Watch Dogs. I thought that's what we're talking about. You talking about Final Fantasy?
Oh, no. I'm still talking about Final Fantasy. I could give a rat's ass about Final Fantasy. I mean,
Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs actually is getting...
I'm tired.
I actually really want to play it because I hear nothing but praise from people in the media that I frequently listen to. That people just having an awesome time with it. So that's kind of what I want to pick it up. I waited for PC because they got all this cool NVIDIA awesome extra effects, which makes playing on PC worth it. On top of just better graphics, better frame rates.
You can get it free if you buy a 1070 graphics card.
Don't tempt me. I'll justify the price.
I was like, oh look, I get a free game with the video card if I buy it. Oh, it's Watch Dogs.
It's what I got my other 760. I think I remember I got one 760. I forgot what I got. I got the second 760 that's supposed to come with Batman, and I did get Batman. And then
Right.
Batman was horrible in PC at launch. And then Metal Gear came out. I was like, I bought it on PS4, but kind of on PC too. I wonder if I can argue this point. And I did. And I got a digital copy of Metal Gear since that was the next game we were going with.
Yeah, well, they're doing
I was
Watch Dogs right now, so...
Thank you, NVIDIA. Sorry I ripped you off. But your graphic cards are expensive, so I don't really feel bad about it.
Yeah, the one I'm looking at is $409, and that's on sale.
Which one is it?
1070 FTW edition with ACX 3.0. It is a sexy, sexy card.
Oh man, how's that gonna work my 980 Ti?
And that's from EVGA. It's the strongest one that you can buy that I found as far as clock speeds without going to a 1080. And then I'm like, the TIs are coming out in March. Do I want to wait?
That's what I was pissed about when I got my 980 Ti. Like, I think it was a month or maybe not 2 months later. That's when they announced all these, and they're like, "Oh, they're more powerful and cheaper than 980 Ti." I'm like, great.
Yeah, so I'm like, do I want to wait for a TI and possibly pay more money?
This is why I miss console gaming.
I just miss the simplicity of turning the damn thing on and knowing it's gonna work.
And I'm kind of like feeling to the point where I kind of want to just revert back.
I can't though. I can't. It's too pretty. It looks too good.
Honestly, when you sit down and just play the game and realize, oh man, I'm just having fun anyways, it's not that bad. So when you think about it, there is nothing done gameplay wise this generation that couldn't be done last generation.
Yeah, but when you get into Pokemon and you see like no. Pokemon has pushed it to the point the system actually can't handle the game because I even have the new one with the upgraded specs and everything. Double battles, which isn't common, but they'll slow the frame rate down, and it's noticeable.
And what does that tell you?
It tells me it's time to buy a Switch.
Exactly, which I'm pretty sure that's what they had in mind when they made that. So that's gonna be fun to see when that rolls around. But okay, I think I don't know if I keep us going longer.
No, we're good. We're good. You go buy your physical copy. You trade in your Move controllers because you're not going to use them.
All right, I don't need 4.
Nope, you don't need 4.
Probably don't need a little nunchuck thingy
we
too.
We did buy something. Have you seen that dark pink, like fuchsia and black Xbox One controller? Looks really good.
That reminds me of something else I was looking for. I kind of want an Elite controller. Like, really bad.
Got that. That's going to be Laura's controller because we didn't have 2 controllers for the one. What she's going to play, I don't know, but we got it 20% off. So
I do need a new One controller. I need a new PC controller because
Target's 15% off for another hour and 49 minutes.
I might go check that out because this is my PC controller. It's an old 360 wired one. Done me well. If you realize, rubber's coming off the nubbins, so I need to.
Nothing wrong with it.
I need to. Not only that, like one of the sticks are kind of like offset, like it won't stay center unless I like specifically move it there. So, and there's some games that like it will take, like if it senses the controller a little bit, it will fully take over. One of those is Battlefield. So I'll be sitting there aiming, and all of a sudden, like I'll see my gun go.
Ooh, yeah, fix that. So
yeah, actually, Gears of War does it bad too. Again, it's the controller's fault, not games.
All right. I'm going to get us out of here. So, guys, as always, you can find us at a multitude of places online. We're at constantlycalibrating.com. You can find us on Twitter at ConCalPod. We are here every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
I also forgot.
TV. I'm going to slap you.
This is why I don't miss my dog, except I do. She also chewed us quite a bit.
He's not letting me in the show.
No, I'm not.
I'm trying to get us out of here. All right? I got Pokemon to catch.
I got dude bros to hang out with.
I have that tomorrow. That's why I got to finish hanging out with the Pokemon tonight. So, we are on Facebook. Just look for us, Constantly Calibrating. And, of course, you can find us at our individual handles. I am at OG Xenos, and Justin there is at The Agent Gamer.
Yeah.
If the other 3 guys will show up, I'll give their handles out, too, because I'm being salty tonight.
Ooh, sick burn.
Sick burn. I love you guys, but yeah.
Salt.
I want to end this. So As always, we thank you for joining us, be it live or be the recorded podcast, audio or video later. Thank you, and we bid you a good sign off. We'll see you next week.
Whoop.